Hey everybody, welcome in. We got the big bearded brother today, Tim, as our guest. So as you see, we got a few people showed up. So Eric has taken his mom out for a birthday dinner. Casey's at work, and Ron is. He just sent me a picture on IG, and he's having issues with his computer again. So hopefully he'll be able to join in with us later. But welcome in everybody. We got, let's see who we got. We got Erox at first. We got Rob. What's up, Daniel? Bearded Greeter. Nicholas. Billy Rogers. And Steven. Russ. Joey. Welcome in, guys. Thanks for showing in. And just before we get started, I do want to say that there will be a giveaway tonight of a little beard holder. Of course, I just drop everything on it. But anyway, but it won't be the products. The products won't come with it. But it's a 3 butter, 3 oil holder, and 2 slots for. Oh, here we go. 2 slots for cones. They fit these cones perfectly. So welcome everybody, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Yeah, no problem, Billy. Glad to do that. All right, so we're gonna get to know Tim tonight, and of course, the first question I always start off with is Tim. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself for people to get to know you?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Of course, some of you already know me. I've gotten a chance to get out and meet a few people. But big bearded brother, my name's Tim, and haven't been in the community very long. I've been kind of hanging out in the chat rooms for about a year and a half. Been growing my beard for about 5 years. Had a long goatee for a while, and I have. I've been growing the beard for about 3 years to the length that it is now. And as far as who I am, I'm an old Navy veteran. Did about 12 years in the Navy. Got hurt. Got out. Worked for a police department for about 8.5 years. And I've been working for the State Department for 6 years now. Hence the reason I spend most of my time overseas. I was in Myanmar for 2 years, Chengdu, China for 2 years, a year in Pakistan, and we're getting ready to go to Seoul, South Korea for the next 3 years. But by trade, I do communications and IT work. Other than that, I just enjoy beard products and traveling and seeing the world and all that stuff. So not much else to say.
Well, you are kind of an interesting man, but you can probably take the place of the most interesting man in the world.
I don't know about that, but
Well, obviously you've been to some really unique places. What was the most unique place that you've been to?
um, I can't say that there's any particular place that's the most unique. Each place has its charm. Um, a lot of, I've been to like 37 countries so far.
Wow.
But I've lived in 7 countries, and to live someplace for 6 months to a year or more, you get to really absorb the culture. You get to learn some of the language, eat the food, meet the people. And that gives you a different understanding of the culture. It gives you a better perspective of how people live in different cultures. And it gives you a better appreciation of what you have back here at home. Um, so I don't know that I have a particular place that is the most unique, but I will say living in some place like Myanmar where you get to see multiple ethnic groups, you get to go places and see things like the women with the rings on their neck where they drop their shoulders. It looks like they're stretching their necks, but in reality, they're pulling their shoulders down. You get to see the things that you would see in National Geographic. As a, of course, when we were younger, we would see things like that in National Geographic, and we would think we would never see those in real life. But to be able to go places like that with our kids and um, let them see those and get pictures of those things, that's amazing. So being able to see cultures like that that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is, and then it's really amazing. You've been to so many countries. I myself have been to Europe as a kid, about 13 years old, and I told you in the green room, my first duty station in the Army was in Korea. So that's pretty much the only two countries I've been to, but I have been in probably a little more than half of the states in the United States. So I've done a little traveling, I guess you could say locally, so to speak. But
Sure. And that's
yeah,
an experience too. I mean, every state's different and you get to see a lot.
yeah. So let's get the beard talk here real quick. First of all, I'm going to ask everybody in the chat, what does everybody have in beard, and we'll go as well. What about you, Tim?
Today I'm wearing Chesapeake Irish Blue.
All right. I got defined. I think it's King's Bounty, I do believe. So hey, Beard Shack, what's going on? Yeah. So what? Oh, there's Joshua. Thanks for Joshua. Thanks for everybody coming in again. We got 8-bit.
Joey, yeah.
Yeah, 8-bit's pretty good. Have you tried 8-bit?
No, I haven't had the opportunity to get 8-bit yet.
And Jason got Ferocious. Yeah, so when it comes to products, let's get to know you about how you use them. What would be your daily routine when using products?
Yeah, so because of my job, I'm an office dweller for the most part. I've moved into management, so I don't have the need to wash as often. So I only shampoo my beard to get like the thicker products out, maybe twice or 3 times a week at the most. I co-wash probably every other day with a conditioner. When I get up in the mornings, after I shower, I use oils when my hair is damp to get the oil in there. And then after I'm pretty much settled in, then I use the heated brush to straighten things out. I don't use the balms anymore. My hair's too long for that. And hey, Ron, and then I'll comb everything out, get it the way I like it. I might use a little bit of butter if I've got some flyaways, but most of the time I don't put much other product in it. And then in the evenings, probably 30 minutes or so before I go to bed, if I need to add a little oil to it, if it's dried out, I will. If not, then I typically just put some butter in it, let the butter settle in for about a half an hour before I go to bed. And that way I can condition it overnight and make sure it's nice and soft in the morning. But that's pretty much my routine.
All right. So what would be your favorite types of scents?
The more mild, darker scents, like the Irish Blue, or I'm looking forward to getting 607s. Ron can tell you what the scent is. I think it was called Hell Yeah, but it's like an amber. What was it? Amber cherry.
Black cherry.
Yeah, black cherry with a small amount of oud. Yeah, that one, I smelt that at Ron's apartment, and I was like, oh, that is like off the chart. So I had to order some. As soon as I got back, I ordered some of that because that was like phenomenal. So that one, that's really good. That type of scent is, I'm not a big oud person, like I was telling you in the green room, because those cologne scents tend to be really, they can set migraines off for me because of my head injuries. But something like that, that's the darker, more mild scents, are the stuff that I tend to end up liking more.
Yeah.
All right. And real quick, now that Ron's on, I'm going to go over this again, since some people that came in here. I'm going to be doing a giveaway today of this right here.
No, that's nice. Different style.
Yeah, different styles, just one level. Has 2 slots for combs. And I actually have one set up with some products on it, so y'all can see how it looks. Hopefully you'll come across and I don't spill it this time. So you can see
you spilled it last time?
Well, yeah, I showed it a couple of the oil balls dropped off. So
As long as they didn't break.
Oh, no. So you can see how it's offset there a little bit. So just made these the other day. So, and I already have I already have the giveaway tool set up, and it's catching everybody's comments right now. But it doesn't do multiples. You hit one comment, it's going to accept one comment. That's it from you. But when I do the giveaway, you will have to be present though to win. So if your name comes across as a winner and you're not here, I will have to. I'm gonna move on to the next one. So yes, thank you. And also, everybody's been saying, "What's up, Ron?" If you haven't seen that already,
yeah. I will say, Joshua, thank you for the suggestion. I have been looking at the Raven scent as a possible option. Once I get to Korea, I can order some more. I can't carry too much stuff in my luggage. And Russ, I agree. Oud isn't always a cologne scent. If they do it right and they put it as a tail end scent in a scent, if it's not up front, it tends to be more mild. Bahua did that in their Millionaire. They put the oud in there, but it's on the back end of the scent. So it's more mild, and you can't really, it's not pungent up front. And they do a really good job with that oud in the scent. So that type of oud I can do if it's not real strong and upfront in the scent. It does well.
And I just got some Bahua in the other day.
What scent?
I don't remember the name of it, but it has leather. So.
Oh yeah, I've got that right here.
It's a newer one, ain't it?
Yeah, it's the new one. It's Confidence.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's a really good scent as well. I was able to go by Adam's shop at Andy's shop.
Yeah.
And meet Andy, and I got the Millionaire and the Confidence, and both of those are really solid scents.
Nice.
Pretty good.
I've been wearing them over the last couple of days to try them out, and I'm pretty happy with them so far.
Great. And in E-Rock, I hope you get to feeling better.
Yeah.
I'm sure having strep throat is not a fun thing.
No fun there, yeah. Yeah, I seen the picture you posted with Andy.
And 8-Bit Oud Town smells nothing like a cologne. At least it's just fruity and earthy and subtle. So
I've been wanting.
See, I could do something like that.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what is? Hold on. Yeah. All right. So, what would be your? I don't know if I really want to say this, but what would be your favorite companies? I want to say company, but what are your top companies?
Yeah.
Well, Phil and Beard, I like Beach Bums. They have a really good feel in beard. I tend to like a little bit thicker oils. Scent wise, I think Matt over at Bay Area makes some outstanding scents. But sometimes it's hard to decipher through them because he's got so many.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually gave me a tester of something when I met him the other day that he's working on, and I think it's going to be phenomenal. It's got a little smoke scent in it. Don't let that throw you off. So when he introduces his new scent and it says something about smoke in it, don't let that throw you off, because it's so subtle in the background that it's an amazing scent. But I think one of my favorite scents, unfortunately my wife doesn't care for it so much, is the Irish Blue from Chesapeake.
I haven't smelled that one. Haven't gotten
But yeah, that one, and I really like his vitality. I think that whipped butter is just being able to put it on my hands real quick and put it on my beard. I don't have to take time to do anything with it. It just goes on and I'm done. I think his vitality is, Gary's done a phenomenal job with his vitality. But most of those are good. I'm not good with, I'm like Daniel the Bearded. I'm not good with the grapeseed oils because the length of my beard and it being gray, it tends to dry me out a little bit. It doesn't last very long, but if it's on the back end and it's not one of the primary oils, then I tend to do okay. Same thing with, I do all right with coconut oils, as long as it's not one of the primary oils. If it's a second or third oil in there, because I tend to do better with the thicker oils.
Hey, Cruz.
Hey, what's up, Jay Cruz?
Yeah. So I mean, if you have any questions for any of us, please put a Q in front of it, so that way I will be able to see it a lot quicker in the chat and be able to respond a lot quicker to you also. Just as a little helpful for me.
My top recommendations. Who asked me that? Somebody asked.
Joey.
Top recommendation. Okay,
Yeah,
Joey. Top recommendations from Bay Area. There's two that I really like from him, and I can never. One of them's like it's not Tora, but it's like Tenora or something like that. But it's got a smoke scent to it. I like smoke. I like that campfire smokiness, but it's got a smoke in the background of it, and that one I like. And there's another one that's got like a lemon cheesecake, or not cheesecake, a lemon pound cake scent to it. Both of those to me are two of his really good scents. But any of his scents, like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers scent, or the Lightning scent, or the Tarua. That's Daniel. That's right. But the Buccaneers scent, or the Lightning scent, or his like Florida Keys type scent. Those are all really solid scents that he's created.
Yeah, I love pound cake, man.
Yeah. Lemon pound cake is, and it does. You would think that you would want to eat your beard, but man, I tell you, it smells like that all day long, and you're like, man, I smell like a pound cake. This is awesome.
Have you smelled lemon? I think it's Limited Delight from Defined.
I haven't had any Defined stuff. That's I've gotten like 30 different beard companies, and Defined ends up not being one of them. But
yeah, there's a lot of companies out there. Yeah, you don't get a chance to get to all of them sometimes. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, if he has, I'm going to ask you how similar they were. So.
I get it, Cruz. Unfortunately he's based out of Tampa Bay, so all his scents that he's creating are inspired by the teams out of Tampa. That's why he does that. Yeah.
So actually,
good.
It's my first time putting in Defined today, so I'm starting a new journey with Defined this week.
Oh, you haven't used them yet?
No, I mean I've got a couple different scents. I mean they smell good, but it's really my first time actually trying them out.
Yeah, he's got a pretty blend over there at the hemp in there. It's pretty good.
The two are different than Beard, he says. But Bayou Sec. What's that from? Let's see. I know Tim, but Matt's chops about Matt. I bust Matt's chop about that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So actually, I'd like to get to know more about you personally now, Tim. So I know you mentioned kind of briefly about what you work for, but can you expand on anything? I know you can't say too much, but I mean, is there anything you can expand on?
Well, I mean, I work for the State Department. I work in embassies and consulates. I'm a communications, or what they call an information management specialist. I'm a foreign service specialist or foreign service officer. And I manage pretty much anything to do with communications within an embassy or consulate. So IT, telephones, radios, mail, pouch. I always joke with people and tell them if we had courier pigeons, I'd be the guy tying the little envelopes on the bottom of the legs of the pigeons, or, cleaning the cages out or whatever. But, pretty much anything to do with the communications infrastructure. I'm one of the managers that helps maintain that stuff. But that's what I've been doing for 30 years. I just happen to be doing that with the State Department now for the last 6.
That's my next question. How long have you been doing that? So you just answered.
Yeah. So, and like I say, I'm going to Seoul for the next 3 years, and I'll be at the embassy in Seoul, Korea for that period of time.
And did you do anything before that?
Well, I worked for the Palm Bay Police Department in Palm Bay, Florida, for 8.5 years, maintaining the mobile terminals, laptops for the police cars there, and helping with computer-aided dispatching um, within the city of Palm Bay. And I sold real estate for about 4 years prior to that, prior to the boom. And of course, that didn't work out too well when the market crashed. And I was in the Navy for 12 years prior to that. And unfortunately, I got hurt while on active duty and got medically discharged. So, but I did communications in the Navy, so hence the 30 years of communications experience.
Right. Yeah, and I did 4 years active, 4 years reserve in the Army myself, and I was in communications as well. But my field was I go out whoever we were supporting, we go out there, set up the antennas, and then once they got set up, we run the phone system for them, and then after that, we pretty much sit back and just maintained it. Then we pull it out, they break down, we take our stuff down. So it was a fun job.
Yeah, it can be, and there is some downtime like that. If everything's working right, that's the idea, is that you can sit back and maintain it. But that's not always the case when you're overseas and you're working with inantiquated systems from host governments.
You're right.
For sure.
Yeah, and I was in between wars. I was in from 93, 97 active, then 4 years reserve after that. So yeah, that's a good times. I mean, in Korea, my first duty station was Korea, like I told you, in the green room in Camp Casey, Korea, which is, I believe, it's only like 12 miles or so from the DMZ.
Yeah. When were you there?
Well, I went through boot camp 93 of August, September. Then went to my AIT training at Fort Benning, Georgia. I think that was into the next year. So sometime in 94.
Okay.
94
So
to 95.
You were there when I was there. I was in Seoul from 93 to 96.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I had some good times there.
Yeah.
I hate to say that. I was probably pretty much drunk every Friday and Saturday.
That sounds right. That definitely sounds right.
I'd never go out drinking during the week when I had to work, had to be on duty the next day. But every weekend I had free, except for when I was, pulling a CQ on for somebody, then I'd be drunk.
Right.
But I was I still under 21 when I came back from the States, and that's just my thought process. I'm under 21, I can't drink. So when I came back stateside, I stopped drinking, and I didn't pick up another drink until I turned 21 again. So sometimes I'd like to say that maybe because a lot of people in the military have become alcoholics. So
Sure.
I thought myself, well, maybe that's a good thing because that maybe saved me from becoming alcoholic. So, but the alcoholism does not run in my family. So, so what?
Russ, Korea is there's a lot of military in Korea. I was in the Navy at a joint command, so I doubt seriously there was a opportunity for us to meet. If he was up in Casey, he would have been in a different type of unit.
Yeah, I don't even remember what unit was. But I know after I came back from Korea, I went to First Cav at Fort Hood. I don't remember what signal battalion it was, but that's so long ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
Yeah, I look back at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. I hit the tail end of the Gulf War and I was over in Bahrain and did some stuff over there, and it was different time. It feels like yesterday, but it feels like so long ago. It's crazy.
Right. So as working with the police department, I knew the communication part, but what is some of the most interesting things that you've seen or heard about during that when you're working for the police department?
Well, I mean, working with the drug interdiction units and the homicide units and stuff like that, having to deal with pulling evidence off of technology, or you know, uh, you eat lunch with a lot of people, and you deal with investigations and stuff like that. So it gets interesting. Um, I've seen crime scenes of murders and homicides and um, different stuff like that. So nothing really shocks me anymore.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
What about like fraud cases? You deal with fraud cases and computers in that way, getting information.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of that. I mean, of course, I wasn't an investigator, so I didn't.
Yeah.
People would bring me stuff and say, "I can't read this. Can you get information off of this?" And I would help them, get that type of information. But you have to do it in a certain way to keep it from being, keep it still evidentiary. But
Right.
Yeah, and I was telling Tim in the green room that I wanted to be a police officer one time, and if I had became a police officer, it probably been about I would have been a police officer now for probably like about 26, 27 years from that point that I wanted to be one. I actually applied a couple of times, and the first time I applied, I got all the way to the oral board, and at that point they denied me. And of course, they said that they said like 95% of the time that the oral board that's the first stopping point for most people. And I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just trying to get my hopes up or whatever. But I actually got a call about a week later. But in the meantime, from when I went from the oral board and I got the call from the I guess it's called the captain, I actually hurt my knee really bad. But when I got this call, he said, "We want you to, go ahead and proceed." So I thought that was really great, but I had to turn it down because I like really hurt my knee really bad at the time, and I wouldn't be able to go forward at that point. I had to wait a little bit until my knee got better and try again. But at that point, not long after that, I got promoted to security manager where I worked. So I figured, well, I'll just go on this route and move forward that way.
Yeah.
And Texas Ranger was in my mind too at that point. Become a police officer and move up to Texas Ranger. So that would have been pretty cool, but yeah, wasn't in the cards. So
yeah, well, I mean, a lot of jobs aren't always easy to get. It took me 2 tries to get into the Foreign Service. The first time I took the oral assessment, kind of the same idea, the oral board, I missed it by a 20th of a point. So I had to wait a year and go back and reapply for the Foreign Service. So it took me 2 tries, and a lot of people applying for the Foreign Service in the State Department. I've seen people that take 5 and 6 tries. So
pretty cool. All right, let's go and take a break real quick and do a giveaway. So as I said in the very beginning, I know some of y'all dropped in later, but I've already got the StreamYard set up, and it's already been collecting y'all's comments. So we're going to go based off that. On this little giveaway here for those that haven't seen it yet. Holds 3 butters, 3 oils, and 2 slots for combs. And show y'all what it's like when it's set up. So hope y'all can see it pretty good on my camera. So let me share my screen, and we're going to do a giveaway here. So 1 second, share screen, Chrome tab, and
Was that set up for Chicago combs?
well, this giveaway is just for the beard cat. Yeah, the slots are for Chicago combs.
Yeah, that's
or any comb that width.
Well, I guess any smaller comb that would fit, and it's not wider than a Chicago comb. Yeah.
Yeah. Oop, get the comments off. So, like I said, it's already been collecting y'all's comments. It only collects one comment per person, no matter how many times you comment. So if I'll give a few more seconds. If you haven't commented already, just make a random comment. Doesn't matter to be entered for this giveaway. And we'll say good luck to the winner. And I hope everybody's been having a wonderful time. And I really appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with us, getting to know Tim. It's been pretty awesome so far. Very interesting dude you are, Tim.
Yeah, really, really great guy.
I know, and he came by and visited you, Ron, not too long ago. So
Yeah, we had a nice talk for a few hours. We talked, huh, Tim?
Yeah, it was a very, very good time. I'm glad I was able to swing by.
I was too, man. I thoroughly enjoyed your company and getting to know you.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and draw and see who the winner is going to be. So here we go. I know it took because I made a comment, so it took me too. And just winding down. Ellie Orchard.
Ellie, congratulations.
Ellie, congratulations.
Awesome.
Nice.
Congrats.
All right, Ellie, contact me on G. I said, didn't you win a caddy before? Yeah, I think you won my other caddy stuff.
I think she won some before. I'm not sure if it was a caddy.
Yes.
I don't remember.
No, I think, yeah. Ellie, I think you won my caddy. Oh, hold on. Is Ellie in here? Ellie, are you in here? Yes.
Yeah, right here.
So. There she is.
She wrote, woo.
Yay.
There you go. Congratulations.
Congratulate Ellie.
Awesome.
She won a different one now.
For the awesome beard caddy. Now this is not 3 inches. Like I said, it'll fit. Like it'll fit one of these right here. This size right here. It'll fit these size. So.
Oh, that's nice. A lot of them are the 2-ounce size.
Yep, and it'll fit a 1 ounce oil. So it's drilled for a 1 ounce oil. So.
Yeah, those are good to have different ones. Because you get all different size stuff.
Yep. Yeah. She did one of my other caddies.
Yeah. Nice.
And that beard greeter won a caddy. Love it. Thank you, Tyson. That's pretty awesome, Ellie.
No, that's awesome.
Tyson wants to know if you tried on the rocks yet, Ron.
No, I haven't even opened it yet, Tyson. I haven't gotten to it yet. Sorry. Just I had a rough week, so.
That's all right. So yeah, if y'all have any questions for Tim, put them in the chat, but please put a Q in front of it so I can catch it a little quicker. All right, Tim, let's get some other random questions.
All righty.
What is your favorite type of food?
It varies. Depends on my mood. I eat a lot of Korean food.
Good stuff.
I'm trying to stay away from pizza and stuff like that. I just lost about 55 pounds, and I'm trying to lose another 50 if I can.
Wow. Congratulations with that.
I'm eating primarily things like chicken, broccoli, eggs, cheese, stuff like that. I'm intermittent fasting, so I'm only eating from like noon to 8 p.m. So I don't, I stick with the meats and vegetables and green leafy vegetables, broccoli, stuff like that. But I'll be in heaven when I get to Korea because lots of soups, lots of kimchi, pickled vegetables, and they love meat over there. So, I appreciate it, guys. I don't. I know I talked to Jay Cruz at one point about his journey on losing weight or whatever, and he encouraged me when I got to Pakistan, and I played Santa Claus at Christmas time really well, and that discouraged me a little bit. So I buckled down around February timeframe, and I rolled through it over the last 8 months or so and lost a bunch of weight. So
hey man, you can be a thin Santa too.
Yeah, absolutely. So I appreciate everybody's encouragement here. I really haven't posted too much about it on my IG or anything, but I lost a little over 4 inches in my waist, and
wow.
I'm looking to continue to lose weight. So I've been kind of on the journey with J. Cruz and some of the other people that are talking about losing weight. I just haven't really broadcasted it too much on
I think
IG.
I've seen you posted a picture in the gym too recently. No.
Yeah, that was when I first got to Pakistan. But
Okay.
I just kind of I went down the trail of staying focused and doing it for myself and not worrying about
There
anybody
you go.
else and
That's the way
just
to do it.
focusing
Though.
on exactly focusing on it for myself.
Awesome.
So yeah.
All right, real quick. It looks like Ellie's husband's going to pass it on to Nicholas.
Oh,
So
very
that's
nice.
pretty awesome.
That is phenomenal.
I thank you, Ellie's husband. That's pretty awesome of you to do.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's awesome.
Is
Congratulations, Nick.
yeah, Nick, are you still here? Well, Nick has IG, so I can contact him if he's not in here. So
yeah,
pretty awesome.
That
Pretty
was awesome to do.
Yeah.
Though. I love that.
That's great. I love seeing people pass stuff on. And Billy, that's awesome to see somebody lose weight like that. That's great. I know exactly how that feels. You know, I'm not out of breath as much as I used to be. Being able to bend over and tie my shoes is an amazing thing. So, you know, and my joints don't hurt as much as they used to. And I want to continue to move forward. If I could lose another 50 pounds, that would put me down into a BMI that my doctor wants me to lose another 20. But if I could lose another 50 pounds, I would be down to, you know, what the BMI scale would say is normal, which I think is a farce anyway, but I think that would be.
I think you can do it, brother. You know, you've come this far, you know, you just do what you did once, do it again, you know? So.
Yeah. Hey, Vato, what's going on, buddy?
Yep. You just got to just keep on with it. And
yep. Just keep doing it for you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So when it comes to food, let's see, you know, you traveled all these different places. What would be the most kind of exotic type food? You know, compared to what we eat in the States, you know, what would be the most exotic thing or maybe grossest thing that most people think would be gross?
Well, I would say one of the best things I've had that a lot of people frown at is fried crickets. Ooh. I really love fried crickets. I can eat them all day long. They're absolutely delicious. And a lot of people look at me and go, why would you eat fried crickets? I've had fried crickets and fried scorpions and stuff like that, and they're actually pretty good.
Yeah. Nutty taste, no?
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're fried, they're oiled down and everything, but they're actually really good. Exotic wise, in Myanmar, they ate a lot of pickled like tea leaves and stuff like that. My wife really enjoyed that. I didn't so much. But you know, Myanmar food was pretty good. I can't really explain the type of food. But it was actually pretty decent. Pakistani food, to me, the tikkas and the biryanis and the karahis, they're all really good. They're kind of oily and they're spicy, and you eat them with rice. Those are all really good foods. Every place has its uniqueness. You know, you have to get past things. Koreans eat most of the animal. So if you can get past the fact that you're eating intestines or you're eating, you know, an animal's eyeball or something like that, you know, it's cooked. It's actually not, you know, it's not what people think it is. You know, it's actually pretty good. It's just,
I don't know if I could do an eyeball though, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean,
looking at me, you know?
A rabbit's eye is actually pretty good when they cook the whole rabbit and you pop the eye out and it pops in your mouth. A rabbit's eyeball is actually pretty good. That's one of those things people look at me and they're like, why would you do that? And I'm like, it's actually pretty good. But
I gotta ask, is the inside squishy or liquidy? What's it like in there?
And it's got some liquid in it, yeah. But yeah.
All right. What's What's a food
That's
thing
a
good?
E-Rock. Yeah, that's a good question. What did I think was going to be good, but I didn't like it at all? Wow, that's wow. I'd really have to think about that one for a minute.
That's a thought-provoking question, then, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've gotten to the point where I don't ask what things are anymore, and if I don't like something, I just shove it aside and don't ask what it is. I just don't eat it again. Uh, but sometimes you don't want to know what things are. I went to order something on a menu and they told me they didn't have it, and then when I found out it was raw cow womb, I was like, "Oh, that's the placenta from a cow. I don't think I want that."
Oh, I
Um,
don't think I
I was like, "Yeah," and it's raw. I was like, "I'm glad you don't have it." I'm like, "That's pretty good." It looked good on the menu in a picture, but I was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't want that." Probably the pickled tea salads in Myanmar just didn't settle with me. They looked good, they smelled good. I mean, as much as my wife liked them, they didn't hit my taste buds the way I thought they would.
Hmm.
I would probably say that those just didn't fare well with my taste buds, and I thought they would.
Interesting.
Barbecue lingua is delicious. Ugh.
And I agree, rattlesnake meat is really good if it's cooked right. I grew up eating that here in Florida, so.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, and the Greeters had it fried.
Yeah, I've never had steak. I don't
I think the most
I might have.
I think the most off the wall thing I've eaten was buffalo meat. So I'm not. And it's pretty good.
Yeah, buffalo meat's really good. Yeah.
All right. So how many times have you been to Korea?
Oh wow. Well, my wife is Korean,
Ah.
so I lived there from '93 to '96, and we've been back multiple times since then. Of course, living over in East Asia and Southeast Asia, we fly through Korea to visit her family in and out. So been to Korea many times. So going back now for 3 years is like it's almost like going home.
Hmm.
We know it really well. We know how to navigate. We know how to get around. We've got family there, so it's going to be a pretty easy fit.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you that, but when I was stationed in Korea, a lot of times I went to the the little pubs or whatever, and I had this thing called Soji.
Yeah.
You had that, and
Oh yeah, I drink soju pretty regularly.
yeah, and
Yeah, it's almost like vodka. It's either made out of potatoes or rice. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
and of course they mixed it with a fruit drink for us there. But
yeah.
I mean, I actually like drinking it because when you're sitting down and drinking, it's like the whole time I'm sitting down and drinking it, I didn't really feel the effects until I
Until you
stood up,
stand
and
up.
it
Yeah.
like all hits me at one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and you can drink a lot of it. It runs anywhere from 11 to 17% alcohol by volume. You can get a little bit stronger than that if you look. And it's a mild form of a liquor, and they've got some stuff now. They've made it really smooth, and they've got flavored soju now, so you can get grape flavored, peach flavored, all kinds of stuff. And Nicholas, yes, I've seen the Northern Lights both in Alaska and in Vermont. My first duty station was out on the Aleutian Islands, so I've spent about a year and a half in Alaska. But they actually they actually do soju bombs now. They drop soju in beer, and that actually makes the beer kind of sweet tasting, and it's actually really good.
Right. All right, guys. So we're gonna start wrapping up. We're getting close to the hour, so we're gonna just kind of start winding down. Got a few, about 10 more minutes. So, if you have any more questions in here, put them in the chat. Oh, yeah, tamales. I love tamales.
Yeah, I've eaten a lot of tamales.
Well, I've had some bad ones. I've had some ones that not so great, but they were made by people that make them all the time too. It's like, no. Anyway, yeah. So, Tim, let's get some more random questions. What's your favorite color?
I've kind of started liking yellow a lot because there's 5 of us in our family and everybody tends to pick the other color. So yellow tends to be my color.
Yeah, that's
and
different.
I had a yellow truck for a while, and it really stood out when I sold real estate, and it was a good advertising tool. So I tend to stick with yellow.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. What's your if you won the lottery tomorrow, what would you do?
Invest most of it. Continue to do what I do. See what the wife wants to do. Buy my kids houses, and I don't think I would change much.
Great answer.
Yeah, good answer. Question, Tim, next U.S. stop before heading out?
I'm going to be hanging in Central Florida for the most part. I got a little bit of training, virtual training I got to do. And we're going to be packing my family out, and we'll fly through Atlanta to head to Seoul. But other than, trips from where I'm at to Orlando to visit friends, I won't be doing too much traveling in the U.S.
Tim, if there was someplace in the world that you haven't been that you'd like to see, what would that be?
Southern Hemisphere. I haven't done too much in the Southern Hemisphere, so I'd love to go to, Tonga, Fiji, New
Nice.
Zealand, Australia. I'm considering after South Korea to maybe try to do Western Hemisphere stuff. Maybe get Fort Lauderdale and start doing some stuff around South America or something like that.
Nice.
Pretty cool. What's your favorite music genre?
I like all music. It depends on my mood. I spend a lot of time listening to rock, but I have my moments of listening to certain types of hip hop or country music. Or I grew up listening to a lot of country music,
Oop,
so
you
I listen
froze.
to a lot of. Did I? I listen to a lot of stuff.
No, you
So.
froze, Dagan.
I froze.
Yeah, you
Okay.
didn't.
But all right, cool. But I listen to pretty much everything. It just depends on my mood.
Yeah.
I listen to classical at certain times. So
Yeah, it's kind of same here. Hey Diablo, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I listen to pretty much anything except
Diablo.
for really, heavy metal. That's about the only thing I won't do.
I have my moments with that too. If I'm working out or something, I might listen to some really heavy metal.
I mean, Metallica's about all I'll do.
I got you.
So, do you like to read? And so, what type of books do you like to read?
Police dramas, novels, stuff like that. I grew up reading Stephen King and Dean Koontz, so I wouldn't say horror, but like suspense stuff on occasion. But I tend to read stuff that has to do with investigative type things, something that kind of leaves you hanging a little bit.
Right. You have a deep interest in handmade rugs?
Yeah. Not a deep interest, but I got some really good deals on some rugs when I was in Pakistan. So I got some Afghan and Pakistan rugs
Nice.
while I was over there.
All right. What about favorite type of movies?
Action comedies, action comedies. Yeah. And I like a lot of the, like the superhero movies and stuff because I used to collect comics.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one. I love that kind of stuff. Superhero type movies and sci-fi. That's my two favorite types of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. I guess we're going to wind it down now. So, and congratulations to Nicholas for the win. The Ellie passed it on to him. So that is really awesome. So, any final questions for Tim before we get out of here? Ron, do you have anything? Do you want to ask anything before we get out of here?
No, I don't think so. No, I'm just chilling over here.
That's all right. All right. So, Tim, if you can, do you have any final words of encouragement for some people?
Well, I appreciate everybody coming out today, and thanks for your encouragement for me for the weight loss. And I just want to thank everybody for just being in the community. While I was over in Pakistan, you don't know how much it meant for me to just be able to jump on the live streams when everybody was chatting and say hi. Being isolated for a year, to be able to connect with people back in the States meant a lot to me. So I really appreciate everybody in this community, and I appreciate everybody being there just to say hi, just to keep us grounded. That means a lot. You may not realize it, but it really does mean a lot to people that are overseas, that the people here in the States recognize that we're out there. But thank you, everybody. And I'll continue to post stuff on IG of my travels. And I'll jump into the live streams. I'll be 13 hours different now, so it'll be a little bit harder for me, but
Yeah.
I'll jump in when I can and say hi. And I'll still be out there watching YouTube videos and posting on IG.
Awesome.
Have you ever been to Ireland?
No, I haven't. I've been into Southern England, Northern Europe, all over Southern Europe. So.
Well, you want to see Ireland?
Ireland would be awesome. Yeah. And of course, Scotland, get up in there and get some of that really good Scotch would be great. But
all right. So I want to say I appreciate everybody coming in to the chat, and I really appreciate Tim you accepting and coming on. I had a really awesome time getting to hear a little about you and your background. So I thought that's pretty awesome. Very, very interesting. And like I said earlier, you're one of the most interesting people on the earth that I know. So
I'm just a normal guy that has an interesting job.
Right. So everybody be safe, everybody. And everybody, several people telling you safe travels, Tim. So yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody, coming in. And once again, congratulations to Nicholas for the winner of the Beard Caddy. And next week we'll have a Creation Station again next Sunday, 7 Eastern, and we'll have on Gary from Chesapeake, soon to be something else. So I can't wait to find out what that name of the new company is going to be, but I'm sure he will not tell us next week. So
yeah, we all got to wait for that one.
Yeah. I do know that his new site's going to launch, I think it's like 2 days after my birthday, which is Christmas. So, All right. So good night, everybody. Be safe, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend and have a wonderful rest of the week. And we'll see you next Sunday.
Good night, guys.
Come say hi to Gary. So later, everybody. Thank you again.
Thanks. See ya.
All right. Ooh. There we go.